The term toxic masculinity has been mentioned a lot over the past few years. The idea that men can't express feelings or vulnerability without alcohol. And like sometimes it gets really bad. Like sometimes I'll just try and hug a guy and he'll be like, no homo. And then I have to be like, dude, that erection had nothing to do with you. It just happens sometimes. But there's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with the way you're naturally wired. Like, I used to have a joke in my set about enjoying a finger in the butt, because I'm a classy comedian. And one time after this gig, a guy came up to me after the show and he asked me if I was worried that a finger in the butt would make me gay. No, that's not how sexuality works. If you're wanting to have sex with guys after you've had a finger in the butt, you've clearly wanted to have sex with guys before that. Like, nobody is a finger in the butt away from being gay. It's not that good, but it is called the male clitoris for a reason. I don't know, I think it's just a case of like acknowledging that we make mistakes, we're not perfect, we can learn, we can grow. Like a few years ago, I used to stand outside of kind of bars with friends and used to shout things at women when they used to kind of like walk across the street. I feel really bad about it, I'm not proud of it, but I'm not going to deny it happened. I mean, we used to shout things at people like 10 comedians, free comedy night. If you guys don't laugh, you get your money back. People aren't their mistakes. I just want to say that I don't think that masculinity is toxic. I think it's just depending on the person and the environment. So like some guys want to be really like powerful and strong, so they can have power over others and dominate them. Some guys want to be strong and powerful so they can protect people, like firefighters. And some guys pay women in leather to call them worthless and burn their penis with lit cigarettes. Everybody's different. But yeah, toxic masculinity is a very narrow perception of what a man is supposed to be. Someone that's tough, doesn't cry, and destroys pussy. And I think that the aim shouldn't be to be a good man, but a good person. Because boys won't be boys. Boys will be what you teach them to be. And if we teach boys that that emotional vulnerability isn't a bad thing, and they shouldn't destroy pussy, they should respect it till they're asked to destroy it. I grew up hearing things like "man up," "boys don't cry." It's just a cartoon. Mufasa wasn't really alive in the first place. And I'm not really a man's man. Like, I ask for directions. I'm comfortable to cry in secret. But like seriously, like showing emotional vulnerability, I don't think is a weakness. I personally think that showing emotional vulnerability is a strength. I think it takes a lot of courage and MDMA. Now, I'm not saying that MDMA is the cure for toxic masculinity. I am saying that so far it's the best strategy we have.